I like to chug 240s before I go to work. If my boss gives me hell, I banged your wife, I then will yell. I like to chug 240s before I go to church. When my way comes the offering bin, coupons for hustlers will go in.
Welcome back to my kitchen, which is looking only slightly better than the last time I did a show. So, I have done some cleaning. There's no more pizza box. Got rid of that. Dishes and still so many fucking cookies. God damn the fucking cookies! Okay. Today, I'm going to do something real simple, real basic. This is an awesome, really quick dish. I make this for my wife very, very often. She fucking loves this. It's not bad. She fucking loves it. It's very, very simple, very basic. I'm going to show you how to make one serving of it. To make a full serving, I'll tell you how to do that too. Basically, there's a quick saute with a white wine, butter, kind of sauce to it. We've got mushrooms, artichoke hearts and capers, a little bit of basil, salt and pepper, and angel hair pasta because my wife likes the angel hair pasta. And that's it. Well, not really that's it. There's butter too, which I've already got the butter started. I got my pot that is about ready to start bubbling, and this is real fucking fast, real quick, easy saute, which is one reason I love making it for, because it really only takes like 10 minutes. And I'm done! You can use white button mushrooms. You can use portobello mushrooms. I personally like the flavor of portobello mushrooms better than I like the flavor of white mushrooms, but it is totally up to you what you would like to use. Get an 8-ounce package for 2 people. Slice up the whole 8-ounce package, or just get them sliced. Or you can do what I do and just buy them and slice them, because that's what I'm going to do. So, we're really just kind of slicing a quick, sliced mushrooms. That's really it. Now, I've seen people who can do that with the mushrooms. I can't fucking do that. But this would be really cool if it was 3D. Alright, we've got our mushrooms. We've got butter. We're going to take the mushrooms and put it in the butter. There you go. Mushrooms a la butter. Now we're just going to kind of toss them around a little bit. Try to get the... This is really difficult to do with one hand on the camera and the other on this. And by the way, that is so fucking cool. That's my KitchenAid mixing bowl. Sounds like a gong. Haha. There we go. We got our mushrooms. Not too high on heat. We don't want to like scorch these things, but we're gonna saute them down. Give it about 5-10 minutes max for the mushrooms, because once the mushrooms are done, this will all be done. Start the water a little bit before you start the saute, because basically angel hair pasta takes 5 minutes. By the time these mushrooms are done, you're going to put your angel hair in, and by the time the angel hair is done, you're going to put it all together. Pretty fucking easy. I told you. Easy like a whore. Where's my fucking tongs? Tongs. Got them. Now, while your mushrooms are sauteing, anyways, while your mushrooms are sauteing, go ahead and grab yourself your artichoke hearts. Now, you can get them quartered. I never do. Well, actually, it kind of depends on what's on sale. Get your artichoke hearts. Now, I usually slice and chop just a little bit, kind of breaking them up, because this is kind of going to go throughout your entire dish. Once again, for 2, use a whole can of artichoke hearts. For 1, I use half a can, and then I throw the rest of it in the refrigerator. It's good for like, 3 or 4 days, but seeing as I make this a lot during this time of the year, because she really likes it, it's not a big deal. I never end up throwing the shit away. Alright. Our water is looking about ready to boil. We got our cooking wine. We got our capers. Now here's the thing with the cooking wine, by the way. If you buy cooking wine, it has salt in it, which is okay, because it's just fine. If you use real wine, you want to add a little bit of salt to this dish then, because you're not getting the salt in the wine. Because the salt's in the wine, I don't add wine, or I don't add salt to the dish. Never mind. It just kind of depends on what I got around the house. I usually always have cooking wine. I don't always have white wine because I don't drink it. I don't really buy it often for my wife because she doesn't drink near as much as I do. Because I might be a borderline alcoholic. With these delicious mushrooms. So, our mushrooms are about ready to go. As you see, our mushrooms are about ready there. Now, our water's just about boiling. We're going to throw in some pasta in the water and go from there. My daughter is a pasta fiend. So when I make this for my wife usually, I make extra pasta because my daughter will come up and steal it. Angel hair is really neat because it really cooks quickly. Within 5 minutes, it's at al dente. And that's pretty much where you want it to be. Like I said, throw the pasta in, throw my artichokes in. Hey, and here's another thing. Throw in about half that juice from the can. This is where you're going to get your nice little saucy stuff going. Now, capers. Look at these little fucking jars. Isn't that insane? How the fuck are you going to get a goddamn caper out of this little tiny fucking jar? Aha! Baby spoons. Little plastic baby spoons. Fucking love these things. Never get rid of them. If you have babies, don't ever get rid of them. 1, 2, 3. I'm putting in scoops 4 and 5. It kind of looks like, you know, rabbit turds. There you go. You can see it there. It kind of looks like little rabbit turds in our saute, right? Let me tell you something. My dad used to have this great little fucking story he'd tell me. This was one of my favorites. He would say, there's 2 kids who are walking through the woods in the middle of winter. There's these little brown things on the ground. One kid picks it up, hands it to the other kid, and says, hey, eat these. They're smart pills. They'll make you smarter. So the other kid eats one, and he goes, oh, these are rabbit turds. And the first kid goes, see, you're smarter already. I've known a few people who are going to use those rabbit turds. Let me tell you. We had a hiring spree at one point. You know, getting ready for the summer. We had outside dining at the bar that I worked at, right? The bar and restaurant. So, we hired, the owner hired all these people. He hired 3 girls with the name Jen. Why did he hire 3 girls with the name Jen? We sort of figured that one of those girls was actually good and seemed qualified. And the other 2 were just named Jen, and he couldn't remember which Jen it was that he really liked. So he hired 3 Jennifers in one shot. So within 1 week, I'm training 3 Jens. One of them, supposedly, has 2 years experience behind the bar. Woohoo! New bartender. And it's a girl. Tits are great behind a bar because guys tip tits behind a bar. Definitely they tip tits. They may not care about the drinks that you're getting, but hey, they will tip the tips. So it's always nice to have a girl behind the bar, right? So, she gets behind the bar. Alright looking, you know, but she's got tits, blonde hair, dumb as a fucking rock. I will never forget, like, in the first week, I was like, there's no way you bartended before. There's absolutely no way you bartended before. If you bartended before, you would know how to make a cosmopolitan. She literally stopped and asked one of the bartenders. By the way, I just sprinkled in a little bit of basil. Just a little bit. Just a little dabble, do ya? But she stopped and asked another one of the bartenders how to make a cosmopolitan because somebody wanted it in the fine dining. I'm like, really? Seriously? You don't know how to make a fucking cosmopolitan? How do you work at a bar for 2 fucking years and never learn how to make a Cosmo? I was floored. Needless to say, she did not last very long. Am I being gonged? I really miss the gas range thing. Well, gas is dangerous. I'm not just talking about the guy I used to work with who'd fart and go to smell it to make sure. I don't know. It was like a quality issue for him. It's weird. Fun guy though. Same guy had an experience once. Actually, I think he did it a couple times. You know, you're sauteing in a restaurant and you just grab your pour bottles and you know, there's some dish that calls for, you know, deglazing with brandy. So, you know, everything's sauteed and he goes like this and the flames come up. Well, the flames went into the bottle and the entire bottle rocketed. Wine, not so much, but brandy will fucking explode. if you could use your food stamps at the liquor store, think how well poor people will eat. I mean, you know, with their steak and lobster that they can afford, now they can have, like, you know, real chicken marsala with real fucking marsala, not this shit. Of course, let's be completely honest. If I had a food stamps card that I could use at the liquor store, I'd stop eating. Alright, last step. Pasta. If you have a pasta spoon, it works even better, but I'm just going to use my fucking fork because that's what I've got, and I don't know where my pasta spoon is. It's probably in the pile of pasta spoons and shit right there. And layer it on top. Oh, fuck yes. Doesn't that look awesome? It's fucking amazing. My wife first tried something similar to this at a famous restaurant chain thing, and it had prosciutto ham, which, by the way, is the nastiest fucking shit in the entire goddamn universe of disgusting ham products. But my wife loved this dish so much that I sort of made it. I did make it with prosciutto once or twice, but she likes it without, not a problem. So here you go. If you'd like, you can add shaved prosciutto to it as well, which is fucking nasty. Alright, kids, that's my show for today. Hope everybody really, really enjoyed it. My wife is going to really, really enjoy eating it. Thank you for watching the cooking show once again. Keep coming back. Tell your friends. And don't forget to check out my cookbook on Amazon.com. If you like the show, you're going to fucking love the cookbook. Better Than Eating Out. Pink Tacos Not Included by S.J. Moyer. Hey, you know what? I also write other books. Check out all my shit on Amazon.com. There's a whole bunch of stuff on Kindle now. And check out my website. Go to my channel. Check out my website. There's a link to it. Have a great fucking day. I'm going to enjoy my day and drink a lot of wine and probably get depressed. Okay. Bye, guys.
80 ounces of fun. Oh, how much fun life can really be when there are two 40s sitting next to me. Oh, how much fun life really is. The only problem is that I always have to piss.